Hi Year 1, it's Miss Bathgate here and Millie. And I know that lots of you have always wanted to meet her, so here she is. I can't promise that she's going to listen the whole way through. As you can just see, she's jumped off, but she might come in and out of the video. So I wanted to come on here and teach you something because I know we haven't seen each other in a very long time and I miss you all very much, and I know on Padlet you've all been sending messages and photographs, which has been so lovely to see. Keep doing that, keep talking to your friends. The best thing we can do right now is keep talking to each other. But today I thought I could take you through some new learning that I know you have been doing for your home learning the past 2 weeks. So it's all about fractions. So if you look on this laptop here, it's a little bit different to what we normally do at school, but I'm going to talk you through pizza fractions, because when we're talking about fractions, there's nothing better than using pizzas. So the little starter question I've got here is, what is your favourite pizza? So close your eyes, put your thinking caps on and think, what is my favourite pizza? Have a little think. Now, I'm sure some of you are wondering, what's Miss Bathgate's favourite pizza? So let's have a look, shall we? It's going to pop up. So it says, Miss Bathgate's favourite pizza is a margherita with lots of cheese and tomato. That is my favourite pizza. So have a little think about that. So we're going to go on to now the date and the WALT. So like every day in Year 1 when we do some new learning, whether that's in maths, as mathematicians or authors, when we're doing our reading or our writing, we always have a date and we always have a WALT. So the date is Monday, the 27th of April 2020. And the WALT we are learning to is to understand what a fraction is. Because this is new learning, we haven't done this at school before. So some of you might be thinking, oh, I really don't know what a fraction is. So I thought it could be really nice to go through it together. So the first fraction we look at in Year 1 is this. Now this, you might recognise these numbers. It's a 1 and a 2 with a line in the middle. And this means a half. So when you chop something in half. So you have one whole and you chop it into 2 parts. Now the really important thing here is, and this is part of your home learning last week, is the 2 parts have to be equal. Show me an equal sign, equal. So one whole and 2 parts. So a half is a whole and there are 2 equal parts, and that's what a half looks like. And this week your focus is looking at a different fraction which looks like this. So you've got a 1 out of 4, okay, and that is slightly different to a half because it's called a quarter. So you will have one whole and you'll split it into 4 equal parts. So draw a whole, and just like a plus sign, like an add, you go like this and split it into 4 equal parts, okay? So we're looking at a half and we're looking at a quarter. So have a little think about that, okay? So the thing that we're going to use to look at this is pizzas. Now this pizza is a pepperoni pizza. And this is one whole. So if you order a pizza, or you might go out into a restaurant one day in the future, I'm sure we will again, and we might have a whole pizza. Now I know that sometimes I've eaten a whole pizza, which is, I know, a little bit greedy, but this is what it looks like. So nobody's eaten anything, nobody's tucked into it, it's a whole, it's one whole. So that, one whole. Next thing is, this says 2 halves. So if I press it again, it should show you. So you split it into 2 halves. So just right down the middle, you split it in half. 2 halves of the pizza. So you might think, oh, I'm going to share it with my friend. I'm going to have 1 half and they're going to have the other half. Now this says 4 quarters. If I press it again, have a look at the pizza and what happens. So you've got 4 equal parts. Say it. 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal parts. The next one, this is what we were looking at the beginning. So this is 1 half. So you've got 1/2 of a pizza, a half. Next one, you've got 3/4. So it looks like this, 3 out of 4 pieces. So 3 out of 4 is 3/4. That's quite tricky. Now 2/4 is an interesting fraction because this looks like that. Okay, so 2 out of 4 equal parts. The next one is 1/4. So that's the fraction you're looking at this week. So it's really important that we look at that. So it's 1 piece out of 4, or out of a whole. You can see it there, look. So you've had the whole, and then you take the 1 piece out of the 4. Now this is a really interesting fact. So if you want to be amazing mathematicians and challenge your brain, you can think that 2/4 equals 1/2. So it's the same. So 2/4 is the same as 1/2. Can you say that? 2 out of 4, so 2/4 is the same out of 1 out of 2, which is a half. Let's have a look. Can you see how it's the same? So you've got the half here, and you've got the 2 out of 4 here. So that was a really quick run through about fractions. Remembering you're looking at a half and you're looking at quarters, okay? But I was thinking, what could you do next with this learning? How could you help yourself? Now, even though we're not together right now, you can still do lots of learning at home. And one of those things is you could make your very own pizza, okay? And you could practice cutting it into equal parts. So for example, you've got splitting it in half, or into some kind of quarters. You've got 2/4 here. And I would love to see if you can see this link down here. I'll click on it. It's the Padlet link. Hopefully it will work and you'll be able to see it. And it takes you to this page where you can see all of your friends learning, okay? And I will always reply to you. So any learning that you have been doing at home, please send it to the school email, or please put it on the Padlet, because this is a way where we can all still stay in touch, okay? So that's the end of our fraction learning for now. I really hope that you're staying well and healthy and safe, and I'm sending you all a huge hug. Bye everybody.